All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice, and that often runs you into a penalty.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Under 10, under 10, 6, pull it high. Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Blue Dan. Alert flare.
X3. 218, chop it. Hey, seam 6.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
He runs.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Now.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Allen going to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Ready, white 25. 44 is the mark. White. Check nickel. Even.
That's caught out left by Perriman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ready, blue ready. Mike's 4-4. Let's go. Flip.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Now Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Andre Ellington, his first carry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check. Watch the screen. Screen, triple team. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. We got it. Check safety. 36. 5-0. We got double up. Check. Where do we go?
3rd and goal. Winston. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
He's checking. Crash. Hey, zoom. Let's go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throw to the right, taken in by Hurd. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Greystone, Travis. Hurry. Switch. Whip. Watch the whip. Let's go.
Here's the 5th-round rookie from Temple. It's Raquel Armstead. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Allen to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
That's a gain of 7.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Bucks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 23-yard line.
Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where I came from.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Rush in. Rush in. Run on front. 6 guy. Check 6 guy. Joker. Flip it.
Throwing. Winston.
No.
And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Tight dog. Check. Easy. Hey, flip it. Don't shoot man right there. Check three. Switch. Let him go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Ready. Blue way.
50. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now Ellington. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I got you, boy. Check 31.
Jameis to throw it. He'll find Barber out of the backfield.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied 7-7.
Check. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, watch in. Wide. Hey, switch gears.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Open man has got it. It's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready. Flag 22.
50 to Mike. I'm trying to collect. Deuce.
Tighten up. Even.
Kill.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
I'm coming after you. Wait. In your face. Hey, 5 on the 50.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Allen. And this one's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Look at me. Score.
Switch.
Rock it.
Alert 3. Kill.
Look. Squeeze.
Kill.
Ready, go.
Turn it up.
To throw, it's Allen. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Alert 3. Check it out. Switch.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
SOS.
Hey, Delta.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Hey, lock it. Leo. Hey, Sam off.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
First down, Buccaneers.
40. White 25. Check, check. Ricky. Check.
First down, they go with Barber again. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D. Hatchet. Shoot. Check 9.
From the gun, Winston. And it'll be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Allen. This one into the hands of Hurd. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
That's good for a Jaguar.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. A first scoring update now from Carolina. That one now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Panthers. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
Mike's 50. Green, switch up. 49, check 49, check 49. Here we go, even. Check 37. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Winston.
Kill.
And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Come on, D. Check 45's the mic. Check 45's the mic. Come for you. Chef.
Beginning the drive here with Armstead. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 9-yard line.
Hey, let's get this. Check 50. Check 50. Check.
Stand. You're out. Gone.
Slam.
Hard.
Kill.
Get it.
From the gun, it's Allen. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
45's the mic. Here it comes, here it comes. Jam him, jam him, jam, jam. Clear. Snap.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Ready? Black 25 behind.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Barber on first and 10. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
18-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, man. Wait.
On second down, Barber.
Check nickel.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Peyton Barber as the first half is winding down. And the Bucks are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Bucks with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's do this.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long... Wait. Check three. Triple team. Check 20.
Now Winston. Evans has it left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A first down throw for Winston. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check.
Winston now.
Whip. Watch the whip. He's cracked.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Check 26. Check 13. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Now Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
61, matchbox lights.
54.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Throwing on second down. Allen. The open man is Westbrook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's where you belong.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Joker.
Go.
Now the dual threat man. This is DJ Foster. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. 25, check 25, check 25.
Once again, it's Barber. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Let's go.
50, Mike's 50.
I got him.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Even.
Check. Easy. Hey, quick, huh?
Winston. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, just really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
The Jaguars take over first down.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen, and he comes back with one complete. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Allen now on 1st down. Looking long for Westbrook. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 52 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Hey, watch the ball.
Wide.
Let go.
1st and goal, Foster. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, switch gears.
Protein spill. Get it.
A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Unsuccessful pass on 3rd down, but at least you got 3 points here in your hip pocket.
Yeah, and I would take it from my hip pocket and put it right on the shoe of my kicker and go get those 3 points. This isn't even a discussion to me. This is a chance to take the lead after a good drive. Do it.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check, check. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Kill, 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 kill.
Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. A.J. Boye with a pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
52 is the mic. Hey, wahoo. Mike 52, Mike 52. Pick it up. Ready, ready, ready.
On first down, Allen. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Allen on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Winston running the option left here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Winston gives to Barber, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Ready. Back to the 5 behind. 3 bud. Flip it.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start on the ground with Foster. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go again with Foster. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
80 weapon.
Third down, it's Armstead. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he is in for the score. So how about this? A horrible mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and a 2-point conversion will tie it.
Game, baby.
So a big play coming now for the Bucks as they'll go for 2.
All right, T, let's, all right, T. Check it out, read.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Kill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up. No, off.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. A first down carry for Foster. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10. They keep it in the hands of Foster. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Bucks going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Check the backer, check the backer. Check.
61, matchbox lights.
Check.
Lightning.
safety creep.
On third down, Foster. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Bucks forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Elsewhere, fourth quarter score now for Baltimore. And not much trouble for the 49ers in that when they open the lead a bit further. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Second and 10 now from the 27. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. The Bucks on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. That's caught out left by Perriman. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jaguars, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucks, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.